What are we doing today? Today we're going to watch 2 movies. And the theme of today is we're watching confusing movies. First movie we're watching today. Courtesy of Netflix. It is a 2013 movie called The Double. The description reads, Jesse Eisenberg plays the dual roles of a timid office worker and his charismatic doppelganger in the cinematic adaptation of the Tarkovsky tale. First spotted on the bus, then at work, Simon's double may share his looks, but he's no carbon copy. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
It's me.
That's what I chose. Of course, why not? Oh no, my object!
How long have you been here, son? Just started, eh?
Sir, 7 years ago.
Another creepy guy's here again.
Hey, creepy guy.
No wonder it's so dark.
She really Oh, you mean...
Yeah,
What's his name?
the guy that works for this.
Oh, Sundance.
I'd like to introduce everyone to our new co-worker.
Andy Samberg.
Please
Yeah.
welcome
He really looks like him.
James
Awkward Andy
Simon.
Samberg.
Twinsies.
What movie did I see recently? It was like
Have you
yesterday.
spoken to the new employee? James. Yeah, sure, minute. But did you
That's
notice
not even
anything
reason.
strange
That's
about him? I
listen.
mean, did he remind you of anyone?
Who did you have in mind?
What would it be?
I was to have a Coke.
A Coke. And you?
Scrambled eggs.
And what's your breakfast in the evening?
Oh, do you still have eggs here?
Yeah.
And do you have a frying pan?
Yeah.
Then give me the damn food.
Whoa.
Who demanded ends in that manner?
I don't
Holy
know.
crap.
There's someone I've been thinking about. I have all these
Oh,
things
she's,
that I want to
Jane.
say to her. I know
What?
what it feels like
Yes.
to be lost and
Hey,
lonely
you know,
and
why is it-
invisible. You have to go after what you want. You really think she's looking at me? Yeah.
Why is it-
Yeah. All right, now lick your lips.
What?
Show the tongue, but be careful not to look like a lizard. Go.
I started with so many weirdos.
A comedic
I've never met anyone like him.
What is so
It's got
unique
like
about him?
awkward pilot Sherlock hair.
You're
It
not
was
thinking of
awkward.
killing
Leave
yourself,
Sherlock
are
out.
you?
Oh my god.
Put him down as a maybe.
It burbles.
This guy just started. Why can't you work like that? This
That's his
man
name.
is a
Jesse
fraud.
Eisenberg. Did you know his name? No. Really?
Following me.
His name is hard.
He
So
stole
I
my
was calling him
face.
Sam.
This is not me. This is not me, sir!
It reminds me of so that movie was messed up.
Look at me!
Oh.
Look at me! Look at him!
Like in the
He
song.
stole my face!
It's just like face off.
That's it.
Oh no.
Face on, face on, face on.
Well, that was great. What's the second movie today?
The second movie is Buckaroo Bonanza.
Banzai.
Banzai. I can't English. Anywho, it's about
Anytime now, Heaven.
brilliant brain surgeon Banzai just made scientific history. Shifting his oscillation overthruster to warp speed, he's the first man ever to travel to the 8th dimension. And to come back sane. But when his sworn enemy, the demented Dr. Lazardo, devises a plot to steal the overthruster and bring an evil army of aliens back to destroy Earth, Buckaroo goes cranium to cranium with the madman in an extra-dimensional battle that could result in total annihilation of the universe.
Well, you're never reading again.
Nope.
You really struggle with that.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Woo!
That's like a whole 10 years before,
He looks
like,
like the doctor.
BM, before me. It's crazy.
Oh snap!
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah.
The jams.
This
the bow
is
tie.
jamming.
Oh, this guy's a scrub.
Oh shit.
It's obviously,
It's-
it's obviously a
Okay, that guy's a scrub! This guy's a scrub! That's the guy from Jurassic Park!
No!
Yes!
Look at the chaps!
This is exciting.
The jams, though. Listen to
This
this.
is good.
Ah.
This is
some stuff. It's like I'm walking down the street.
I just want somebody to follow me with the boombox.
Yeah, but that.
Oh. Love interest.
No, those
No.
are perhaps.
Going through a wall.
President's on line 1 calling about is everything okay with the alien spacecraft and Planet 10, or should you just go ahead and destroy Russia?
What?
Oh my god. Oh.
Just appearing.
That was a fun timeline.
Two very different movies.
Yeah.
Russia or number 2?
Okay, you come here, Steven. Don't do it.
Don't do it!
Just get close. Well, what? Okay, ready?
Dang it!
And
I don't do anything right. Move your arm, God!
Should we say our names? We never said our names.
We didn't.
I think I said hello, Heaven, in the beginning.
Yeah.
So this is our first try. I'm Kendra.
I'm Heaven.
Steven.
And today we watched 2 movies. Now, the theme of the day was we were trying to pick movies that are confusing, whether in plot or in character development or in some way didn't make sense. So our first movie of the day was, courtesy of Netflix, The Double, starring Jesse Eisenberg. It's made in 2013 and directed by Richard Ayoade. Am I saying that right? Ayoade?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yoda.
Close enough.
Directed by Yoda.
Exactly. You know.
Because that's what you do.
And our second movie of the day, 1984, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai in the Eighth Dimension, directed by someone.
I believe it's W.D. Richter.
We did not write it down.
W.D.
The
Richter.
Richter.
Stephen had one job.
W.D. Richter!
Directed by W.D. Richter.
Oh my god.
Stephen, what did you think of The Double? Oh wait, no, before we do that, can you briefly describe what The Double was about?
Oh yeah.
So pretty much what The Double was about, it was pretty much about Jesse Eisenberg.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
much.
Yeah. That was the majority of the film.
His face.
It was pretty much about him. It was kind of almost a face-off style film, where
But they didn't peel back the face.
yeah, so they didn't feel like
That
this. Yeah.
digress part.
But it's pretty much a doppelganger of him, kind of messing up and ruining his already horrible, pretty much life going on.
It is
right now.
based off of the novel by Dostoevsky. If
Hard
you're a
to
fan
say.
of literature.
Mhm.
I was reading, originally this movie was supposed to be made in 1996 and starring John Travolta in the role that Jesse Eisenberg played, and I have to say we really dodged a bullet there.
That would have been.
That would have been all sorts of bad.
Imagine the hair.
That would have been 6 strains of horrible.
It's a movie sort of in the vein of Brazil, although I'm worried I'm the only person in the world who's ever seen that movie
You're
anymore.
not the only
No,
one.
no.
Not the only one.
There's at
You
least
guys
2
looked
of
at
us
me
in
like I was
there.
crazy when I said that.
I'm just
It's,
saying it was. I
it's a
didn't
very,
see it until I saw it.
I would describe it as quirky.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a black comedy.
It's lacking lighting in many scenes.
Both of these movies were very strong in using lighting in kind of a
In blue.
quirky way, like
Lots of color symbolism.
in an intentionally overdone way,
Mhm.
where like red means danger,
Blue means
sad,
sad.
Aliens.
Sad. Aliens?
Danger zone.
Oh my gosh.
danger
Danger
zone.
zone.
Stephen, what did you think of The Double? Did I already ask you that? I asked
no.
Kevin. Stephen, what did
No.
you think of The Double?
I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it was a little more confusing, as in like the staple of what people choose as confusing, which is Inception. I say it was a little harder to follow, but
Harder to follow than Inception.
Yep, that's a
Oh, yeah.
that's a skill
It's a skill
to
to,
make a movie
follow
like
it.
that. Mm-hmm.
To use
I
your
know.
brain.
What
really.
I thought made the movie confusing, and I'm not sure why they did this, was Jesse Eisenberg is playing dual
Jesse Berg.
roles, but both of the characters are exactly alike. Like they don't change the hair or the
No.
outfit.
That
Like,
was
he's-
really hard,
They're dressed-
especially
They're dressed exactly
especially
the
near
same.
the end, because you're just like, who
Don't-
who are you?
Well, I think we'll have a special section for spoilers,
Yep.
so we don't
Mhm.
ruin it if anybody's trying to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But still, at the end, you're like, who is this, and who is doing the thing to the other one? It gets really confusing towards the end.
Harder to follow than Inception, according to
Mhm.
Stephen.
That's the gauge. There's
Both
like
of them still confused me.
there's like following Blue's Clues, and there's like following like Sherlock plots, and there's like Inception, and then like over here
Over there.
is like
Right. It's
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah, it's that level of confusing.
Like, you actually have to use your brain to watch it.
It was definitely an awards season movie or a film festival movie.
think
I never remember this
Sundance?
coming out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's at Sundance.
It was a
in the
Sundance
trailer.
movie?
It's definitely
Mm-hmm.
an art kind of movie.
It was really good, though. I mean, I figure it wouldn't
For an
make it. It wouldn't. It wouldn't make it to the big screen mostly because people don't like to think when they watch movies.
Yeah.
If you like watching Mark Zuckerberg act, this might be the movie.
No, it's not.
Jesse
Mark,
Eisenberg has probably done something else, but
Yeah,
he will
yeah.
always be.
He'll always be
Mark
Mark Zuckerberg or Andy Sandberg.
Also, yeah, the guy
Either
that
one.
looks like the guy from Lonely Island.
I can't tell them apart.
Looks like the guy from the.
They
They probably
are.
could have gotten Andy Samberg.
They
to play
could've.
the double.
He was,
They are
he
each
was
other's
busy.
doppelgangers. Yeah.
He could have just played the other guy. He's already has an asshole vibe.
True that.
So-
True that.
If you are a music nerd like Steven or Ryan, probably haven't, but she's a little bit of a music whore.
Yeah.
Wow.
You might be interested in the fact that the soundtrack was inspired by none other than Franz Schubert's famous, I don't know if it's
Yeah, famous.
Infamous?
song, Der Doppelganger. So the music is very appropriate, which I appreciate. I always appreciate that in movies when there's a little Easter egg like that. I don't know who's picking it up. If I hadn't read the trivia, I wouldn't have known that. There's a lot of famous people in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Jesse Eisenberg, we had
They had a pretty good cast for an art
Mia
movie.
Wasikowski, who's famous for Jane Eyre. The guy from Groundhog Day, not Bill Murray. The
Not
other
Bill
guy.
Murray.
The other
Not
guy
Bill
from
Murray.
Groundhog Day.
Only if we had Bill Murray.
The movie would have been like 5 times better because he would have just been there and no one,
For no reason.
no reason, just
Possibly the dad from that 70s show.
Oh yeah, we were trying to figure that out.
looking really hard.
Not really
If you
sure.
watch it, look really close. May or may not.
But
be
I thought
good.
the standard performance, and I'm not sure who the actor was the guard.
Oh man, that guy was amazing. He was the best.
And the fact that he was also like their doctor or something.
That
like
was-
that. Yeah.
He played the entire role incredibly straight-faced.
Yeah, and it made you realize that it might be a phenomenon in that world.
Mhm.
The
They
whole
really,
twin
really
thing.
added to the surrealism.
Yeah,
Like, would you call it
surrealism. Yeah,
to the comedy. Chris O'Dowd was in the movie,
that was exciting.
just there
Hey,
in a lavender jumpsuit.
that was beautiful. It was like, let's get a compliment that compliments him. Lavender, exactly.
That compliments the
With
Irish
little
accent.
slippers.
Okay, so you want to get into spoilers? Is there anything
Yeah.
to talk about the end
Yep.
of the movie? So the end of the movie.
Oh man, it was
Spoilers.
super good.
Mhm.
So good.
So I'll probably put a time code so you know where to jump.
Probably, yeah.
No more
That would be
spoilers.
helpful.
The end of the movie, like Steven said, kind of throws things out the window. It gets a little weird.
Speaking of going out the window.
Oh no!
So
No.
in the end of the film,
That was messed up.
Jesse Eisenberg realizes that when he becomes injured, his doppelganger also becomes injured
Which
in
is
the
a
same
cool
light.
concept.
And in the beginning of the film, he actually watched another man jump off a building and hit the ground.
He didn't see the face though. He didn't
Yeah,
see
he didn't
his
see the
face.
person's face. He just
Suicide is a strong theme in this movie.
Really? Like,
I think
Very much so.
probably for 3 or 4 characters. try to
Yeah, yeah,
throw
yeah.
those
it's
off.
very offensive though the way they talk about suicide. So if
Yeah.
you get
But
offended
it's,
easily,
it's in a funny way.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
You
yeah.
have to have a. It's made by British people. I
Yeah,
think Jesse
so-
Eisenberg's the only not British person. You have to have
Yeah.
a sense of humor.
If you
That's
don't,
British.
just don't watch it.
I love
Yeah.
Monty Python to enjoy this.
Yes.
Yeah. So he notices that back to what happened at the end. He notices that there's an awning. Is that what it's called? Right?
Like a
And
net
like
of some
a-
sort.
An
Yeah.
overhanging.
An
overhang.
overhanging of sort. And the original man had jumped off and missed the awning by like a couple, like 3 feet or
3
so.
feet or so.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he hit the ground. But then the police officer was like, "Oh, if he would have just been a few feet to the like left or right, then he would have probably hit the awning, probably survived." But Jesse Eisenberg actually hits the awning, falls off, and doesn't
Not
die.
sure if that was intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I feel
'cause-
like maybe, but then you don't know. It's hard.
So the real question is, did you guys like the ending?
Yes, I really
Yeah, yeah,
enjoyed
yeah.
the
Despite
ending.
the fact that we don't totally. Maybe tomorrow we'll wake up and understand.
Just
it's
wake
like-
up suddenly.
yeah.
I get the plot completely.
yeah, it's like I'm
That's what happens
pretty.
with Inception.
I'm pretty sure like he actually died. I think in the very
I
end.
feel like he
Because
died.
it's him closing his eyes, and
Yeah.
his doppelganger doesn't move anymore. So
Yeah, that's a solid point. Like we
Mhm.
never saw the doppelganger
Do you
open his
like
eyes
that?
again.
Do you think it would have been better if he had...
I feel like we didn't
Right.
get the catharsis, and I really like that sometimes because it's just like, oh,
You wanted him to
feelings.
get the girl.
Mhm.
Not really, 'cause she was an
Spoiler
ass.
alert, he does not get the girl.
He kind of
He
does.
kinda
though, at the very
does,
end,
'cause the
because
earrings.
she's wearing the earrings that he bought her in the
He's
beginning
dead.
of the film.
Yeah, but still.
I know, but still, in his heart, he
in
has
his
her.
heart, he got
Yeah.
hurt.
I think that'd be like a big reason why it wouldn't have been successful if it had actually come
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
It wasn't.
Mhm.
It wasn't Hollywood.
Yeah.
But if you're,
It's kind of like a. It's not like a mystery, but it's
it's
very
a thriller.
intriguing.
It's a thriller.
Yeah.
It makes you think a little.
If
Give
you
it
want
that.
a movie that will make you think, that will make you laugh, and will make you cringe, but
Cringe.
not in a human centipede way.
Yeah.
In
Oh
a,
god.
Yeah.
in a
we
happy
don't.
way.
I
We
still
don't watch
feel
films
it.
like that.
No.
If you want to see Mark Zuckerberg get out of his Facebook office for a while, I would recommend The Double. Would you guys recommend The Double?
I feel. Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. I would recommend it to certain people.
Yeah, because
If you're
there's a
looking-
crowd for this movie.
If you're looking for like an action, like a exciting, it's exciting. But if you're looking
Sometimes.
if you're looking for like an actiony movie, this would be the movie. to
This
go
one,
for.
but
Yep.
if you feel like
If you
deep
want,
thinking,
if you're looking for a thinker, I would say
That one.
Take The Double.
that was pretty good. We watched that one first.
So what about you guys? Would you recommend The Double?
I would recommend it to certain people. I don't recommend it to 14-year-olds because they're not gonna get it. They're just gonna be like, oh my god, double.
You just.
That's it. That's
you just,
it.
You just,
Double.
Just shortened up by our audience by a 14-year-old gap.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
we just lost them.
Yeah.
They turned the video off.
Yeah,
Dang
that's
it, because they totally watch movie reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would recommend it to anybody who's looking for something different.
Adults, maybe.
It's
Yeah,
a little,
definitely.
It's a little offbeat, I'd say.
Someone who has
Yeah.
a sense of humor about sensitive subjects. Maybe.
We would. I would say, at least I won't say we, but if you're gonna watch it, don't listen to it in a loud room because all of the jokes are very
Mhm.
dialogue-driven humor.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone delivers a great. I don't think anybody was bad in that movie.
No, it was
they-
everyone was on.
We got
point.
the full range of Jesse Eisenberg. We got.
It was amazing. He was
even
like
the side characters were.
Was
pretty
it? He was
awesome.
like a total
Yeah.
dick, and then he was like crying every 5 minutes. It
Mhm.
was amazing.
They went, yeah. So if you're looking for a character-driven story that doesn't have a Hollywood ending, spoiler alerts, watch The Double. Okay, the second movie we watched today, which Heaven did not know the title of,
What?
The Adventures
It's
of Buck-
hard. The font. It's hard.
No.
The Adventures
It's
of
a hard
Buckaroo
font.
Banzai Across the
I
Eighth
didn't
Dimension.
I didn't see it.
Um,
Don't judge me.
1984, starring Peter Weller as the eponymous character, John Lithgow as the infamous
Yeah.
Dr. Lizardo, Ellen Barkin as the beautiful pretty Penny, or the pretty
Penny,
Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown, and Jeff Goldblum as a cowboy.
Yes!
We've
That's
been
the
best
waiting-
part of this movie.
We've wanted this
Can
since
I-
Jurassic Park.
Can either of you, who would like to describe? Steven, you described The Double. Heaven.
Okay, this...
You fell asleep.
I did. I fell asleep for like a good 30 minutes.
It's because she's
Okay.
made up.
Heaven fell asleep. Steven explained The Double. I will explain the plot of The
I got-
Adventures of Buckaroo
I got
Banzai
most of
across the Eighth Dimension.
But I did sleep.
Buckaroo Banzai is a physicist slash rock star slash what else? Surgeon slash philosopher slash
cool guy.
ladies man.
/ samurai.
That was the best
Whose
part.
slash samurai.
Mm-hmm.
Whose parents were physicists on the verge of a major breakthrough, but they died before they could figure out the answer to how humans can pass through solid matter. And at the beginning of the movie, Buckaroo Banzai achieves this, and by doing so, he unleashes what were they called? Libyan? No.
No.
Hashtag racist.
No, they start with an L. Liptons.
Wait, maybe it says it on
Lipton is
the
a
box.
tea brand.
That's a tea brand.
Something aliens. It releases aliens from.
It just
the
says
eighth
evil
dimension.
army of aliens. It doesn't
And,
say what they are.
John Lithgow tries to get these aliens back to eighth
Yeah.
dimension, but Buckaroo Banzai will stop them. Or help? I don't know what happened.
At the end, some of them started helping, and it
I
was
mean,
Spoilers.
it's a little bit of both, kind of.
because the movie was confusing. That's why
The
I fell
most
asleep.
important question: did you like the movie, Stephen?
I'd say had probably some of the most jamming 80s
Dude,
tunes ever.
that's the best
And
soundtrack.
for me, it's very important for your soundtrack not to suck. Because if your soundtrack sucks, then it totally ruins the movie.
Another similarity between these two movies: both had great soundtracks.
Oh, yeah.
Great lighting and great soundtracks.
Yeah, like
I mean,
the
everybody.
soundtrack for this movie did a good job.
I mean, everybody had great lines in.
We'll figure it out.
Both.
Okay.
Put it over Heaven's face.
Wow, rude.
Heather, did you like The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai?
The parts that I watched.
The parts that she didn't like it, actually. If we're being
I
honest,
actually did like it. I
if
just
we're being
fell
honest,
asleep.
she didn't like it. She fell asleep
Oh my
for the
goodness.
entire second act. Woke up
The
for
second act.
Everybody has acts.
So dramatic. I like
The
the
parts-
parts I was awake for.
What was your
Very
favorite
good.
part? The part that was the end?
No, not
The
the
end
parts
was my
beginning.
favorite part.
I like the beginning because I didn't know, like, I couldn't see who he was at first, and then it's just the guy in the samurai pants, like, you're legit. You're in samurai pants
That's
in
true.
a tour bus, and you just got back from surgery and you're about to go do science. That's some bitch.
That
bitchy
pretty much
stuff.
sums up
That's
sums
the
up
whole
that
movie.
entire film, pretty
It's
much.
the whole movie.
Personally, I enjoyed The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. I enjoy saying that title.
It's very long.
I thought what was interesting about it, the movie was supposed to be the first in a series of movies by Sherwood Productions,
Shameful.
but
Just
I
shameful.
think based on the sheer fact that there were so many big names, and there's so many special effects, and such a great soundtrack. I'm sure they paid that guy like millions to write that soundtrack.
Dude.
That the movie did not meet its budget in the box office. It was a box office bomb, as it was described.
Aww.
So the Sherwood Productions shut down, and no sequels were ever made.
It was
But
really sad though, because at the end of the movie, spoiler, they put that there's going to be a 2nd one. It's like,
It said, watch
no,
out.
I
No.
found out that there are rumors that it's become a cult movie. I'm sorry if somebody who's a huge fan of the movie is watching this. I'm gonna get mad that we didn't
I'm
know
sorry.
about it. But apparently there's a push by fans to remake the movie again, starring Tom Hiddleston.
That
If you're
is-
watching this, Tom Hiddleston,
Hey, we ship.
Ship
I will pay you all
We should.
$5 I own.
all of
Alright.
my college money. Which is
Wow.
it's like 10 monies.
It would
It would bring
It would break
joy.
my heart if you
it would
didn't.
bring joy.
We
to
would have cardiac
hearts.
arrhythmia.
He had a cardiac incident.
Oh,
No! That was dumb.
that was a reference to another one of the films. we
Yes.
watched.
So what I was trying to say was the movie, like I said, was supposed to be made into a sequel. So the feel they were trying to get with this movie, it was just supposed to be. It was kind of a joke, like a spoof almost.
Like
it was
the
supposed-
Spaceballs
It
kinda?
was supposed to be like when you watch when you go to see a Marvel movie, like you go to see a Spider-Man movie. You already know a lot about the characters, so they don't really need to get into backstory or anything like that. You just immediately jump into action
Yeah.
with this awesome movie, and so that's what they were going for here.
But
In
there's
a
no
parody
like,
way.
comics. Though.
Yeah.
So like
Things like that.
within the movie, Buckaroo Banzai is supposed to be a huge like pop culture icon. He's got video games.
He's got an arcade game. That's
Yeah.
pretty
comic
bitchin'.
book. People are like cheering at his concerts.
Mhm.
So within the world, he's famous, but to us, he's a brand new character. So there's
Yeah,
literally
it's
no
confusing.
exposition.
It goes straight into him like in surgery. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, wait,
Your first
what?
introduction to Buckaroo
Yeah.
Banzai is he's performing heart surgery.
Yeah.
Or no, brain surgery.
Brain
It's
surgery.
yeah, even harder, brain surgery. So that was kind of. I saw what they were trying to do there. Everything in the movie felt very spoofy, but the problem for me was it felt like they never.
They missed out on some
They were
stuff.
so deadpan with their delivery
Mhm.
that, like, in this movie, deadpan worked great, but in
It's
this
so good.
movie, deadpan kind of fell flat because we
Did
weren't
not-
sure if they were being serious or not.
We've missed the joke sometimes. I think.
Just
Just
like we
like,
forgot to laugh a few times. But gosh, when we did laugh, we laughed pretty hard.
oh
did,
man,
we
they
did.
had some really weird camera shots. Like he was screaming because of reasons, and it was just his mouth. Like there's like a nice
yeah,
shot
yeah.
of
Funny.
his mouth.
They had
Camera
some
shot.
straight focus moments
Like,
just on people's sets of
bam.
eyes. You don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
They're just like,
One scene he's
Cut.
getting probed. There's like shot of his crotch. It's like wait, hold up.
So, my question would be, who did you think had carried the best performance in the movie? Because we have a lot of performances. Obviously, Peter Weller holding it down as
Holding it
Buckaroo
down.
Banzai.
Yeah.
But that's an easy character to do well because Buckaroo Banzai himself was pretty awesome.
Amazing.
John Lithgow doing his best impression of an Italian communist.
That was
Italian Soviet communist.
that's something else right there. That
Jeff
was
Goldblum as a cowboy.
That was amazing. He should play a cowboy. All
The little
time.
kid. Who's the lady? Penny Pretty.
Penny.
Ellen Barkin.
She did
Did
pretty
her
good, I
best.
think.
She had the least amount of lines, but she tried.
Right, she's a woman.
Who did you think was the best?
I feel Jeff, man.
Jeff Goldblum.
Just
as the
because of
cowboy.
those chaps, they're pretty intense. Takes a
The
real man to
costume
wear those
department
chaps.
tried really hard.
It did. It was good. It made me happy. It was like
Steven, who would you say?
I probably agree with having Jeff did a really good job. I mean, like
Good job, Jeff.
through a lot of the film, like he was kind of like the weird character. Like no one dressed like him, and even like when he tried to participate in the band, he was always like that weird kind of like plebby character. That didn't exactly.
He was like the tag along. He was the groupie.
He was the tag along.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, groupie. That would definitely describe him.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Because everyone's like in the movie, everyone's costume's kind of like futuristic, and you just see this random guy in a cowboy outfit.
I guess I'll have to be the dissenter then. I thought my favorite performance was Lewis Smith as Perfect Tommy.
Oh my goodness!
How would you describe Perfect Tommy, Steven?
Perfect.
He's perfect.
He's
Literally,
perfect. Every costume he had was awesome.
Yeah.
His shirt matches his suit. I love that.
That's a whole nother level.
And I thought he really got into the character well.
Yeah.
It would be easy to say Peter Weller was the best part of this movie,
Yeah.
or John Lithgow, but I appreciated the love of the role, but I just love Perfect Tommy.
And I mean,
it's perfect.
Yeah, because I mean, like even in like the trailer, he's got like this like ascot like scarf looking thing, a jacket. And he's just shirtless,
like
just walking around, just chilling.
Cool kid.
Yeah.
Every character in this movie was amazing.
Yes, that was
another big parallel we figured out between these two movies. This movie, the main character, you kind of hate him because he's just so shy. Like he's like, dude,
he's a pleb.
Get it together. And this, if you imagine the main character in this, Jesse Eisenberg's character, and took the opposite, that would be Peter Weller in this movie.
Coolest guy ever.
Completely opposite characters. They would not get along.
Nope. No. That's why he didn't get along with his double.
Okay, should we talk about the ending? Both of these movies have endings that don't end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because they were planning for a sequel, they didn't exactly end the
endingless movies. Basically. But it was like if you took Iron Man 2 had an ending, but there's also an Iron Man 3, and there's an Iron Man that exists, but you don't necessarily need to have known Iron Man. You didn't need to see it to be able to watch Iron Man 2. That was what they were going for. It felt like the second movie in a series, but there is no first movie.
It's weird.
So, I mean, if that's what they were going for, I feel like they created great dynamic.
Yeah.
Within it, I mean, you definitely got that feeling
just so
of
weird.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know the culture, but I guess there's some reference.
There's something in there I'm missing.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I found out a comic series made in 2007. What? So the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
Dude.
And maybe he went to the ninth dimension. I don't know. I did not read the comics yet.
Dimensions
I'll tell you about
there?
it. Infinite. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's more than at least up to 8.
There's at least
we're at
8.
Yeah.
we reached 8.
So there's at least 8 out there.
There's a comic series. If you were so confused by the movie that you needed to continue, you could.
Yeah.
So, did you guys like the ending of The Adventures? Spoilers.
I wanted there to be a second one. I wanted it to continue because I feel like it should have, especially with that bomb credit scene.
The credit scene. This is the only movie in movie history where the credit scene is actually better than the movie.
I would highly agree with that. I mean,
just find the credit scene on YouTube. That's all you need to watch.
It's honestly, it's in the trailer. That's for
it is in the trailer. Yeah.
The credit scene is so magnificent that the trailer for the movie is the credits.
Yes.
No movie's been able to do that before or
ever.
since.
Like, if you wanted to look up the definition of the word posse,
that is the definition.
It would just be the picture of them because it's just. It's just
Coke
Peter Weller
crew,
and his crew just
walking like a levee.
Yeah, just jamming.
Like through a levee or a dam or
through
something.
a levee, like an under, like 2 highways, like the middle part or something. But it's really great, and the background music just like
80s tunes thumping, synthesizer, keyboard jamming.
Ironically, with Buckaroo Banzai, neither of these movies, the endings particularly make sense. They both just seem to be done being movies and stop.
it.
Buckaroo Banzai, I thought, did a better job of attempting an ending.
Yeah.
Whereas
this is like arty, so it's like we
can't so it's like you don't have
catharsis.
to.
The double, it's very art. You'd like it, I think, if you were a hipster.
Good word for it.
No offense.
Or a hipster.
Hey, we enjoyed it. I mean...
Yeah.
We enjoyed it.
We
did.
Enough.
The ending made us
We're
a little
hip
upset.
enough.
We were hip enough for the double.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go straight to this. Which, if you had to watch one again, which movie... Let's start with Steven, because he's on the end. Which movie would you watch again if you had to?
Oh, man.
I don't think...
You would ever watch any of these movies
No.
ever again.
No. This is tough.
3. I'm just kidding.
I was taking Steven.
I'm just
Let's go to
picking.
Heaven because Steven's slow.
Fine, I would pick The Double, mostly because
Why would you watch The Double again?
I always like arty movies because then you can go back and there's always a new thing you can see in it. That's always enjoy that. With that, it's like what on the screen. But that one has more room for translation, so I always like those kinds of movies better.
So I have actually seen both of these movies before. I saw The Double probably a year ago, and I had Buckaroo Banzai on in the background, so I half watched it. So I've seen both of them before. So I have watched both of them again, so I think they're both worthy of a rewatch. There's enough in both of them that you could watch it again and see something new. I saw something new in both of them. But if I had to watch them for a third time, I would definitely choose Buckaroo Banzai just because there was so much happening. The characters were just more to love, the soundtrack, and I got more immersed in the world despite the fact that I was confused by the world in Buckaroo Banzai. So, Steven, tiebreaker.
Here we go. I would say that I would probably watch The Double again.
BAM!
It's a contest.
I-
It's a recommendation. I'll be the black sheep, I guess.
Yeah.
So the reason I would probably watch it again is because I like to read like mystery novels, and so I like the thought process of trying to think things through and figure out why things are a certain way. So I enjoyed The Double more for that reason.
I think we forgot to cover. Would you ever recommend Buckaroo Banzai to anyone?
I
We said
would.
The Double.
Ooh.
If you're willing, if you want a good confusing movie, watch The Double.
This is for all.
Would you ever recommend Buckaroo Banzai? I would. I recommend it to everybody, even my grandma. Everybody should
Your
see this
grandmother?
once. Both of them.
Yeah. I say grandma approved.
Oh my goodness.
I think anybody honestly can watch
Grandma
this.
approved.
No,
It's
not anybody.
Not anybody.
okay. Literally, if I had a 4-year-old
A 4-year-old
son, I'd
would
be like,
love this.
we're watching this.
It's a la Samurai Cop. It's like a very 80s, 84. I mean, it's boisterous. It's happy.
Yeah.
It's got every actor you could think of.
It's got like something for the kids, something for the
It's
adults.
it's pretty clean. There's no.
Yeah,
They
there's
don't
nothing
even-
too bad.
They tried to kiss once.
There's pew-pews, but other than that,
There's minimal violence, a lot of fun.
that one, do not let
No.
your kids see that.
That is not a
That
children's
is
movie.
nope.
Okay.
Rated R.
Evan, would you recommend Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai in the 8th Dimension to anybody?
Yes, I would.
Who would you recommend it to?
Esteban, honestly.
Well, they don't know who Esteban is.
Esteban is our friend. He's the Mexican version of Steven.
Mm-hmm.
And he would love this movie way too much.
So you'd recommend it to, like,
To,
an
like,
audience?
A type of audience, I'd say like anyone that's looking for something that can't be like Spaceballs.
Camp is the word.
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Things like
Oh,
that. So
mhm.
if you like Spaceballs and you like
Yeah.
things that are spoofy, this
What's
is the perfect
funny
movie.
about this movie is that it's right on that edge of, like, you're not sure if they were being serious or if they were trying to be campy.
Mhm.
It lives in that weird universe where it's like some of the things we could tell, like the styrofoam glass, the bubble wrap glass.
Yeah. That was totally.
There's
smoothed out.
there's other parts where we really weren't sure if they were being serious or not.
Yeah.
So, if you're in the mood to have fun, Buckaroo Banzai. If you want to watch something serious or something new, right?
It is very
The
different.
Double. And the verdict was that the one we would rewatch again as a group would be The Double.
Bam.
Mhm.
How do we end?
I don't know.